USPAP Definitions, page 6. Signature: personalized evidence indicating authentication of the work performed by the appraiser and the acceptance of the responsibility for content analysis and the conclusions in the report. Valuation services: services pertaining to aspects of property value. Comment: valuation services pertain to all aspects of property value and include services performed both by appraisers and by others. Value: the monetary relationship between properties and those who buy, sell, or use those properties. Comment: value expresses an economic concept. As such, it is never a fact, but always an opinion of the worth of a property at a given time in accordance with a specific definition of value. In appraisal practice, value must always be qualified. For example, market value, liquidation value, or investment value. Work file: documentation necessary to support an appraiser's analysis, opinions, and conclusions. Page 7. Ethics rule: an appraiser must promote and preserve the public trust inherent in appraisal practice by observing the highest standards of professional ethics. An appraiser must comply with USPAP when obligated by law or regulation, or by agreement with the client or intended users. In addition to these requirements, an individual should comply any time that individual represents that he or she is performing the service as an appraiser. Comment: this rule specifies the personal obligations and responsibilities of the individual appraiser. An individual appraiser employed by a group or organization that conducts itself in a manner that does not conform to USPAP should take steps that are appropriate under these circumstances to ensure compliance with USPAP. This ethics rule is divided into 3 sections: conduct, management, and confidentiality, which apply to all appraisal practice. Conduct: an appraiser must perform assignments with impartiality, objectivity, and independence, and without accommodation of personal interests. An appraiser must not perform an assignment with bias, must not advocate the cause or interests of any party or issue, must not accept an assignment that includes the reporting or of predetermined opinions and conclusions, must not misrepresent his or her role when providing valuation services that are outside of appraisal practice, must not communicate assignment results with the intent to mislead or to defraud, must not use or communicate a report or assignment results known by the appraiser to be misleading or fraudulent, must not knowingly permit an employee or other person to communicate a report or assignment results that are misleading or fraudulent, must not use or rely on unsupported conclusions relating to characteristics such as race, color, religion, national origin, gender, marital status, familial status, age, receipt of public assistance income, handicap, or an unsupported conclusion that homogeneity of such characteristics is necessary to maximize value. Must not engage in criminal conduct. Must not willfully or knowingly violate the requirements of the record-keeping rule, and must not perform an assignment in a grossly negligent manner. Comment. Development Standards 1-1, 3-1, 5-1, 7-1, and 9-1 address the requirement that an appraiser must not render appraisal services in a careless or negligent manner. The above requirement deals with an appraiser being grossly negligent in performing an assignment, which would be a violation of the conduct section of the ethics rule. If known prior to accepting an assignment, and/or if discovered at any time during the assignment, an appraiser must disclose to the client and each subsequent report certification any current or prospective interest in the subject property or parties involved, and any services regarding the subject property performed by the appraiser within the 3-year period immediately preceding acceptance of the assignment as an appraiser or in any other capacity.